What up, fam? I'm Dr. DeLuna, and you are listening to Drop It Like a Stock podcast. Today, we're going to talk about 5 supplements that I take every day and why I think you should consider taking them. Who's to say? I'm just a doctor. All right, humans. So I am a naturopathic doctor. And as a naturopath, we know a lot about herbs and supplements. And you know who pretends that they know a lot about herbs and supplements? Influencers online. And they're going to tell you to buy all sorts of shit that honestly you probably do not need at all. So I am going to just tell you and share a little bit about what I personally take every day, why I take them, and why you might want to consider adding them into your routine. I'm going to get nerdy with you because these are things that I've tried throughout the years and I feel benefit in my body. I can feel a shift in my body. And if you're taking something and if you feel nothing from taking it, know that it's probably because it's doing nothing in your body. Know that many supplements are not regulated at all. So you will be taking something and it's not even clear what is actually inside of the capsule. If you were to send that to a lab and test it, it's actually questionable what's inside of that capsule. So I do want to stress to you that there's a very big difference between over-the-counter supplements that you would get at Costco, at CVS, or something that you would get through a medical grade provider, like myself, or someone that actually is trained in how these things are impacting your body and uses them medically. Because supplements, when used correctly, they shift the internal world. So you should notice a benefit from them. To start, we're going to start kind of basic, but trust me, it's not basic. So our beautiful planet has been somewhat destroyed. Yes, we're aware of this. Yes. So if you are not aware of what we have done to our soil in this country, know that our soil used to be a beautiful, fertile place of vitamins and minerals and colonies of organisms that help to create health. And that is now dead. We have successfully killed the soil on this planet. Great job, humans. So our food, as a result, is so mineral and vitamin depleted. The food that your grandparents ate was incredibly different than the food that you're eating now. So to start us off, I personally take a multivitamin every day. It might vary. I have a powdered multivitamin that I like if I'm making a smoothie base. I have organs that I like to eat if you want to get them in a more food-based form. Or I'm a big fan of prenatal vitamins, even if you're not trying to get pregnant. Fam, I'm not trying to get pregnant. So I just take it to activate all of the different enzymes in my body that need those vitamins and minerals. And also, it's important for you to consider that if you are on any pharmaceutical medication, there is at least one nutrient deficiency that is associated with that compound. So you need to discuss with your doctor and say, hey, I'm on this medication. What can I do to support my body while I'm utilizing this tool? And a lot of times B vitamins are depleted or minerals. So for me, I like to make sure that my body is getting everything it needs. I want to make sure that my body is not slow in a certain direction of detox or hormone production or mental health just because I'm low in a vitamin or a mineral. So if you're not taking a multivitamin, that's something that you can absolutely add into your routine. And I would recommend one that is, high grade. I recommend when you are getting organs, if that is the way that you would like to support your body. And organs are something that evolutionarily we ate all the time. We would use the whole animal, and organs are a rich source of B vitamins and minerals and things like that. So if you are choosing to get your vitamins and minerals in that way, make sure it's an animal that was raised properly, that you're not getting a bunch of different toxins in it. So I personally use Perfect supplements, and that's the organs that I get. But I can share all sorts of stuff if you're interested. Something else that I take every day and that I'll take more of at certain times of my life is magnesium. I love magnesium, fam. If you crave chocolate around your period, no, it's probably because you want magnesium. Just fun fact. But there are so many different forms of magnesium on the market. Magnesium sulfate is an Epsom salt bath. Congratulations, you don't want to take that by mouth. Magnesium oxide is gonna make you shit. Like, yeah, it is. That's not the one I take. Magnesium citrate is also gonna make you poop a little bit more gentle than magnesium oxide. There's magnesium threonate. There's magnesium glycinate. There's so many. Me personally, I like magnesium glycinate. This is because magnesium is actually an inhibitory player in the body. It will relax smooth and skeletal muscle. So if you are someone that works out really hard and gets muscle tension, or if you're just one of those people that holds tension in your neck and your shoulders, the magnesium will soften that tissue. But also smooth muscle is in things like your uterus. So if you are someone that tends towards menstrual cramps, magnesium, taking it before your period or on your period, game changer for relaxing that spasmodic act. And I personally like magnesium glycinate because it's magnesium bound to glycine. Glycine calms you down. It swims into the brain, and it's actually an inhibitory neurotransmitter. So it will help to slow down the nervous system. Magnesium is magical for the nervous system, whether it's the brain or enhancing sleep or creating a sense of calm, or if you have a nerve injury that you're trying to work on building that neural regeneration, magnesium is key. It's also a mitochondrial support. So many of us, our mitochondria are a little bit backed up. Our mitochondria can really get impacted by a lot of toxic exposures and nutrient deficiencies. So magnesium has actually been shown to nourish your mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell, to help you make more energy. So even though it's naturally calming, it's energizing you on a cellular level. So if you take a lot of magnesium, you'll be able to go to sleep. So this is something that I actually don't travel without. So if I'm having a busy mind, or if it's just challenging for me to sleep, I take magnesium before I go to sleep. If I have period cramps, I take it on my period. Helps everything. And in general, I just take it daily to support my sweet little mitochondria. Something else that I would recommend that you take, because I take it and I take care of myself. Something that I would recommend that you take is also a binder. There are so many binders out there. Binders do exactly that. They stick to stuff so that you can clear it out of your body. We are exposed to too many things, fam. Like, it's honestly depressing if you think about it, but try not to go into the black hole. But you are exposed to so many things in the air that you breathe, the water that you drink, the water that you shower in, the food that you're eating, the environment that you're walking on. Anything that you touch, like a receipt, is getting absorbed. The BPA in there is getting absorbed into your skin. And I used to be paranoid, and it honestly used to interrupt my day-to-day functioning because I would think about how toxic everything was. And now I'm just trying to be a human, fam. Like, I'm doing the best I can. Of course, I'm still mindful about toxic exposures and treating my body the best that I can. But something like a binder is going to decrease the toxic load because it's binding those things. Truly, it's charged. We'll find them, hold them, and clear them out of your body. So your poop is where you clear them out. So your poop will probably be black. It'll probably stink. And truly, it's because it's pulling out heavy metals, mold, toxins from your sweet little body. There's so many different binders that you can try. I'm a big fan of Cellcore's binders. They have different ones for different organisms that you're trying to target, but also they just have a broad array of things for radioactive elements, environmental toxins. I take them every day. I actually take all three every day. I take one for gut health, I take one for radioactive elements, and I take one for heavy metals and environmental toxins because we have a lot of shit in our bodies. Something else that I would recommend that you take every day, something that I take every day, is a probiotic. So we have a world of critters inside of us. We do. Some of them we don't want, like the parasites, right? You've heard me talk about parasites. Or certain viruses, we don't want them, but some we do. Some we do want. Certain bacteria, they are commensal or they're beneficial, and they are doing so much. They are part of your internal army. So when you take a probiotic, and this is really key as far as getting one that is good quality, because some probiotics are just dead by the time that you swallow them and they're not moving anywhere. So it's important that you get one that can bypass the stomach, because the stomach is really acidic and can actually kill a lot of critters. That's why it's so acidic. It's helping you digest your food, but it's also controlling microbial overgrowth. So it's important that you get a high quality probiotic that can move into your intestines, because that's where you want the bacteria to live. They live there and they're helping to manage your immune system. They are creating an army so that if you have an organism enter your digestive tract, it can kill it before it moves forward, or it can overcrowd it. They help make certain vitamins like vitamin K. It helps to seal off leaky gut. It truly helps you to make happy neurochemicals. The list goes on and on as to why probiotics are so important. And also know that if you eat conventional meat, a lot of those animals were fed antibiotics. You're getting some of that in your food. If you were raised on antibiotics, if you weren't breastfed, your gut is probably not an appropriate balance of bacteria. So supplementing is a really great way to help all those processes I just listed. When you take a probiotic, some people do feel a drastic improvement. I love when that happens. Some people don't. Some people don't feel a drastic improvement, but it is still working on that cellular level inside of the gut. So for me, to be honest, you know how I was listing that you want to feel something when you take these supplements, a probiotic isn't one that I personally feel. But is it strengthening my immune system? Is it helping to work through all the things in my gut that I keep up with? Absolutely. I love spore-based probiotics, and I like to have as many strains in them as possible, but also know that you can do a stool test, and a stool test will tell you exactly what strains that you need for your body. So if you ever want me to test your poop, I would love to. We're up to number 5, fam. Number 5 is kind of a basket of things. So number 5 is herbs. And I have so many herbs at home because I love herbs. Herbs are incredible. We evolved with herbs. They are smart. They know what to do. They really do. They're intelligent. If you know when you walk into a crystal shop, for those of you that are hippies like me, you walk into a crystal shop and you're just drawn to something. You're like, I don't know why I want this purple crystal today. I don't even like the color purple, but for some reason I'm drawn to it. Now I'm holding it in my hand and it feels good. Herbs are like that too. So if you're drawn to an herb, or if you see it all the time outside, or if it just pops up all the time in your mind, you probably need that herbal friend. And for me, herbs come in hand in so many different ways. So I have different herbs at home to manage my adrenals because my sweet adrenals need some support. Yours probably do too. I have herbs that help nourish my nervous system. I have herbs that help support my immune system. And again, I know that this is a big basket of things, but I would recommend having a couple herbal friends at home that you can have and lean on when you need them, like an herbal medicine cabinet, because certain herbs have an affinity for the immune system. So it's nice to have on hand for cold and flu season. Other herbs are nice to have on hand if your period's late. Some herbs are nice to have on hand if you know your gut is acting up. I could just list things on and on and on, but I'm a big fan of having tinctures at home. Tinctures are herbal extracts and alcohol is a solvent that helps to pull out different chemical constituents from the plant so that they can be active in your body. And something that I don't travel without is an herbal antimicrobial. I actually always travel with an herbal antimicrobial spray because if you spray your throat with an antimicrobial, that is a mucous membrane in your body and all of your mucous membranes, which a mucous membrane is anything that's in contact with your outside world. So your eyes, your nose, your whole respiratory system, your whole digestive system from your mouth to your anus. So if you spray a herb in the back of your throat, you're going to upregulate the immune system there, but it's also going to work in every mucous membrane. So say that I'm flying, or if the person next to me is sneezing, or if I'm just like, uh-oh, my throat feels a little something, something, put some herbies back there, everything will shift. These are just a couple of my favorite supplements, fam, and these are things that I do take every day. I take a B vitamin every day. I take magnesium every day. I take herbs every day. I take a binder every day. And one of the best reasons to work with a naturopathic doctor is because we can help you figure out what you need to take every day. And for some of you, you're not going to need to take much, but for many of us, there's a beautiful place in your life where a supplement can supplement your health. No supplement is going to replace a healthy diet, healthy lifestyle, and being mindful of what you are putting in your body and what you're being exposed to, but they can absolutely help. So if you have any questions about my favorite supplements and brands, know that I want to help you. So leave them in the comments below, reach out to me directly and I can help you. And I hope that you are not buying your supplements from Costco because they're not going to work. Have a great day, fam. Enjoy your magnesium high if you take it.